Anyway, just really quickly, Mafia bottom against Master playing as Terran in the left. Actually, I've been watching Master today. He's been playing very passive and doing the whole mech build. I'm going to get 200 out of 200 and put planetary fortresses across the map and then attack you then. I mean, what do you think of that kind of play?
Yeah, he's told me about this. Master, from what I know, is pretty good at off-race. I haven't seen him do this. He's told me he's done it, and it works pretty well. So I hope he does it. I can't work out how you counter sort of broodlords into like a big switch or a huge main drop.
Right. Well, I watched a few games, and I've got to say, Mafia. I don't think Mafia is as strong as he could be. Like, he's not pressuring Master. Master is expanding quite well. He's going ultras, but not going broodlords. If he goes broodlords, he'll get a couple, but he'll lose them to Marines. I think Mafia needs a bit of practice in this matchup, and he's going to get it here, obviously. But, I mean, his off-race is... his Terran is good. His Zerg's obviously good. This is Master. I haven't actually seen his Protoss, but, yeah.
Mafia's got... I noticed the Engine boys obviously talk a lot together and strategy and that, because they've got a really super strong double evolution mutiling baneling build, where they only build a few muters, and they still, like, get you scared that muters are coming, so make you tower it up or whatever.
Yep. But
then they basically get 2-2 Ling for Lings and Banelings after about, it's like 15 or 16 minutes, and it's super duper strong. The Mutiling Baneling it's not great versus mech and someone that's really turtly. It's better against someone that, like you were saying before, that attacks you, loses their whole army, and then, you just take the map.
Yeah, definitely. Against mech, though, really, the only way to really beat it, in my opinion, is to, on a map like this, let's say, take your half of the map, get Hive up, and do the whole Broodlords, which force Vikings, and then into Ultra, and then just bounce back and forth like that. I mean, that's the only way you can really beat it, unless you kind of just go all in early on.
Yeah, I agree. I don't know how to beat it. Infestors not being able to fungal air might sort of help with the Vikings.
Yep.
But I've actually been thinking lately that if Terran get 3 bases, actually not going Vikings and going BCs, because the whole switch back to ground, Vikings are useless, but maybe if you had BCs you could do something. I don't know. I haven't tested it enough.
But the question would be, how do BCs go against Corruptors? Because the only other really...
I'd say they get raped.
Really?
You would yeah, I don't think they go very well. And maybe if you had a couple of SCVs to repair and your Thors or whatever, because if you go on a mech army you would have Thors somewhere, but... I don't know, I hate the whole Viking switch. Because, yeah, you feel good once you held that off, but... I mean, you hear Moodblade talk about TVZ, and once he gets maxed, he doesn't turtle. He just keeps attacking constantly and wasting his army, but as his army dies, he remakes his army and then keeps expanding, which is just a nightmare for Terran, really.
Yeah, we have 3 racks of coming out here from Master. I mean, this is pretty much... I wouldn't say all in yet, but it's definitely looking to win the game nice and early here. Yeah, what do you think of this? Like, 3 racks opening instead of 2.
I don't think I've ever seen it.
Okay, we'll have to see what happens here. I mean, it's really going to come down to if this SCV can get if he can block the bunker off, obviously. He's going to have drones here. He's going to need to pull a lot more to hold this. I
think it'd be alright. It's sort of a long distance. It's got to arc around there.
Yeah.
Mafia's micro is pretty decent.
I mean, his pull is up, so he's getting Lings as well. Actually, does he get around? No, not quite. Almost. But he's just doing damage to those Marines. Doesn't want to lose any drones, though. Lings are out now. He should be pretty good. Pretty safe. So, that's pretty much...
I guess he could lift that barracks and float it. After his attack's done, because, I mean, his attack's pretty much over. He could lift one of the Raxes and float it into his base to check for, like, Banelings and that.
Looks like he's doing it right now. Actually, there's 5 Marines at the front here. He doesn't have a Queen out to help. He's got plenty of Lings. There we go. He'll hold this. But that's forced a lot of Lings there. I actually like that a lot. I mean, put a little bit of money into that. Just checking drone counts real quickly. 13 against 18, so small advantage there if you can hold off his counter, which would be pretty easy. I mean,
he used the supply drop. I think that might actually been part of it. If I just check his units. I don't think he intentionally... I don't think he accidentally got blocked. I think he intentionally used it to get more units out of the 3 racks.
Okay. That... wouldn't a mule be better to get the income for it though, or does he just not want to spend the time building a supply depot?
Yeah, I think that's what it was. I mean, I can't imagine Master getting supply blocked in the first like 3 minutes of the game.
Good point. Link speed almost
just
done.
won the Dogsy tourney, which congrats to him. That's awesome.
Yeah. Did you watch the finals at all?
No, I didn't watch the finals. I was in bed, but I think I watched the semis. So
yeah, he was 2-0 down against Revenant, and then comes back and
was
wins
2-0 down.
2-0 down in best of 5, and comes back, wins 3 in a row, and yeah, ZVZ though. So
ZVZ, so fickle. That's awesome.
Yeah, it was the 4 Baneling games though. Come on.
Well, I was talking to TA Noodle and the boys that they're talking about the Infesta change in the new patch, and they think it might actually open up the Mutalisks, because at the moment they're not really viable because you just get fungled over and over. But in the new patch, you can't fungal air units. So
yeah, I think pretty much in ZVZ the only way to really shut down Muta Harass is that, because unless you go Mutas yourself or get Corruptors and stuff, anti-airs Hydras, and they're pretty slow. I think you're right. It's going to turn into
creep highway. Yeah,
it's going to turn into Muta Wars in my opinion, with Ling and Baneling as well.
And that's what Brood War was. It was all it was mutiling the whole way.
I don't know if it's better or not. Sorry.
Oh, he just sniped an Ovi there.
Oh, okay, nice. Supply block him. It does supply block him as well. So Mafia there actually that's pretty bad. He's still supply blocked. Wow, that's bad. So small little advantage there. Actually getting ahead on supply as well. But yeah, it's looking like he's going to turtle up a bit here. But yeah, that fungal change though, I mean, as a Zerg player, obviously don't like it at all. But ZVZ at the moment, you can go Roach, you can go Ling, you can go Baneling, and then you generally go into Infesta, Roach, Hydra at the end. This is just going to completely change that to almost force Ling, Baneling, Muta. Because anti-airs is going to be pretty much shot. I don't know if I like it yet, but hey, I must start working on some builds.
See what happens. Clearly Hydra doesn't like it. Did you see his post?
No, I didn't actually. What did he say?
He's having his usual sook about it, yeah. He's not happy with it. This is so strange here because he doesn't have any upgrades. Any mass Ling pressure would, I think it would pretty much dominate what Master's doing.
Yeah, like if you got a few Banelings with speed, he's getting speed up now for Banelings, but Mafia is just droning really hard. Like he's got 13 drones building. You could almost Baneling bust through this.
I think
gold though.
I think a Nidus would be the best in this situation.
Nidus.
He's so spread out. He doesn't have any stim. He doesn't have a planetary at his main. I'd just Nidus the crap out of him if I was a Zerg player, I think.
Yeah. Spire and double Evo going down, like you said. So Mafia obviously likes that quite a bit. Yeah, you're probably right actually. Baneling speed's almost done. So once that pops up, creep spread's pretty lackluster though, to be honest with you.
I'm amazed. I've got countless replays of Mafia and I playing, and he's got creep in my fucking base all the time.
Like 3 minutes in or something.
Yeah, well, he's just so. I don't tend to pressure as much early. I do my own sort of macro build, and that's just how I played from Brood War.
Mm-hmm.
And because he's sort of left to macro up, he just pushes that creep out. But yeah, it's really bad at the moment. I'm not sure what he's been. Because you can't have been injecting lava the whole time.
Well, his energy's low. I'll give him that. So he's definitely keeping his injects going quite well. Usually I kind of gain 1 energy.
He hasn't got the 3rd queen. Okay, that's why.
Yeah, well, there you go. Probably should build that. I mean, he's floating, he was floating 1k minerals, so he can probably pump one out. But even so, he's getting his 3rd up now, so he'll start getting a lot of money. You can start affording to not inject and getting creep going. In fact, he's going to do it now, is he? There's his first tumor, so starting a bit late, 11 minutes in. Still, like Jazzbaz has said, they're at the gold base right now. There's only 3 Marines protecting it from mutas, and they're really kind of... you can come in here with these mutas. He's building some now, I assume.
It's amazing the income at the moment. I just looked before. It was only about 100 different. And Master had a mule on his gold.
That's it then. Mule on the gold, and he's taken 300
But it's not that much more. You would have thought that, it would be higher than that. Because Master's Natural's only got 3 SCVs money, that's why.
Okay. So, as far as drones go, though, he's actually got... I think he's just pulled all his SCVs from his Natural to his gold just to sort of use that quickly.
Why not? Yeah, it's smart.
Smart, yeah, definitely. Drone count's pretty even, which is awesome for...
Needs to transfer a few from his main. But the other thing is the pressure that puts on, because you don't know how many drone SCVs he's got, but all you think is, shit, he's got 3 bases. So
yeah,
players sometimes do that, and I'll lose and I'll go back and watch the replay and go, oh god, he actually, okay, he had 10, he might have had 10 barracks, but he was only producing off 5, or he had 3 bases, but he didn't really have that many SCVs, and my income was actually matching his.
Yeah.
But it actually puts pressure on you to, change the way you're thinking strategically. So here come these mutas.
Yeah. So
I think Jazz was saying he needed some turrets.
He's going to kill a lot of these. I mean, there's only the 3 Marines in the bunker. He's got absolutely nothing nearby. He's moving from his natural over. But, yeah, 3 SCV kills there. How many did he get? I don't know. A few. There are the turrets there. But, yeah, losing a bit. Still, it's always good to harass, but he didn't really do that much damage to there. I want to point out really quickly as well, if you have a look at the mini-map, he's got like a line of overlords going from top right to bottom left. So he's got like vision of every drop.
That is great map. That's great map scouting. And as he keeps pushing these tumours forward.
Yeah, he's got both towers as well, so this is just... I like it, because, I mean, personally, when I get dropped, I see it when it, like, drops, and I'm like, oh, cool, cool. So, yeah, obviously being on the ball there, very, very sort of... Oh, here we go, maybe a drop coming. He's got dropships in his natural now, loading them up, but that's going to get scattered, so... Yeah.
Double expand from Mafia. How would there was a cool build in Brood War where you do Terran like expanded with sort of mainly Marines. You'd go Hydra Guardian.
Okay.
Because Hydras would shoot down Wraiths, so it's similar to going Broodlord Hydra in this, because you would shoot down the Vikings.
Or Broodlord Corrupt would be a bit better, wouldn't it?
Yeah, or Broodlord Corrupt. Well, if you can get the gas, yeah. I mean, but I don't think any like mass Marine like this. I don't know how it would deal with that.
Mass Marine, well, depends how... It comes down to micro. If those Broodlords are in a great spot where they can just back into sort of an open chasm or across a gap or something where the Marines can't follow, it'd be brilliant. But if it's in an open field, Marines can just stem, run underneath and target the Broodlords down.
Problem was, he didn't have a tech lab until like 10 minutes into the game. So yeah, he's got mass Marines, but they're not stem Marines. They don't have stem, they don't have... Oh, got a drop in the main here. Yeah, it's good multitasking. Oh shit, that's a big army though.
Yeah, that's a lot of Banelings. I'm assuming the Zerg's going to roll that. Looks like all the Marines are dead. Yeah, that got rolled pretty convincingly.
Aim that Spire.
Yeah, but Spire's going to get killed. In fact, +1 was almost completed as well, which is a bit of a shame. It's going to be more than...
it was +2, was it?
Was it +2?
I think he was going +2, yeah.
He was, or he has +1, there you go. So that's a shame. And the other thing is as well, Spire takes so damn long to build, so it's a shame as well. So good sniping there. I mean, if you've got a few drones at this point in the game, it wouldn't really be a big deal. Because like you said earlier, round of drones and you're caught up. But getting that Spire, I mean, he's going to have to rebuild it now. It's not going to be able to get mutas out, and puts him in a great spot.
Yeah, I think this sort of triple expand is just really greedy. Things like Nidus Worms or quick hive techs would be the best way to go. Or you could even go straight to Infester.
Yeah.
Because he doesn't get a tech lab like until late in the game. I think it was like 11 minutes or something, or 10 minutes. So any fungal on the Marines actually kills the whole pack of them.
Really? Wow, that's a lot. Doesn't have combat shield, does he? Oh, yeah, you're right. Actually,
he's got it now, but early game, if you don't have combat and you get fungal, the whole pack dies.
The only problem with that though is if they start dropping you, you don't have mutas to clean or to kill the dropships. But looks like this whole pack here on the right's been caught out. Lings and Banelings, just a giant swarm of units coming in here. It's going to try and pick off something, but Banelings just... Oh, wow. Yeah. I reckon the problem though with Mafia right now is... I mean, he's got a lead.